What's up guys, Tylen here, back again with the losers for another episode of Let's Play One Piece Pirate Wars. For the last episode, we finished off Enies Lobby arc, and now we are going into the Summit War arc. So, just like before, it's skipping around just because they want to hurry up and get us to New World. Stuff that's happened in between Enies Lobby and Summit War. Fill a Bark, where we went to go and recruit Brook. We go to Sabaody Archipelago, they meet Rayleigh, and they also run into Kuma, and the Straw Hats get utterly devastated because they are not able to stand up against the might of coming in, what's about to come into the New World. So they get separated, and while they're separated, they plan to meet right back up here within 3 days. But then things change as Luffy learns that Ace is being confined and impelled down, so we have to go release him, and it gets all complicated. We have to go to war with the Marines in order to save our brother. Spoiler alert, didn't go very well, because Ace died. Yeah, spoiler, but you know, the series has been out for a long ass time. If you haven't known, then it's your fault for sleeping on this. Anyway, afterwards, after the death of Ace, Luffy, well, I skipped the whole Kuja Island with Boa Hancock helping out Luffy, because when they were all separated by Kuma, they all got sent to different islands, and then Luffy wanted to go fight this war, and by the end of it, he decided, okay, we need to train first for 2 years, and then we'll meet back up here in order to continue on to the New World. So that's all what you're missing in between here, because since it says Summit War, I tried to do most of it, what you're leading up into, then I kind of went ahead of myself because I got too overzealous. I apologize for that. So Rookies assembled Supernova Pirates. Almost all of Rookies assembled. We don't have Apu, and we don't have Joey Bonnie here, so it can't be all of them assembled, but at the time that they all are getting here, the, I want to say it's the 11 Supernovas are here. Basically all big name pirates that have come out in the last few years have all made big names for themselves and made it to this point at the exact same time, known as the worst generation by the world government. And yeah, so now we do Rookies Assembled. So Sabaody Archipelago now trembles because of the incident which Luffy caused. The supernovas there all have their own ulterior motives.
ウォーターセブンを出港後、不気味な海域フロリアントライアングルに迷い込む一味。そこでヨミヨミの実を食べた骸骨のブルックと出会う。
死んで骨だけブルックです。どうぞよろしく。
桜花七部会月光モリアに奪われた影を取り返したいブルックとともに、一味はモリアが支配する島スリラーバークに乗り込む。激闘の末モリアを倒すことに成功した一味だが、そこにもう一人の七部会バーソロミュー・クマが現れた。政府の命令でルフィを狙うクマの攻撃で全滅寸前まで追い込まれた一味だが、唯一意識を保っていたゾロの命がけの交渉により窮地を逃れる。
おい、おめえ生きてんのか？あいつはどこだ？ここで何があった？何もなかった。
ブルックを仲間に迎え入れた一味はグランドラインを半周した地点レッドラインに到達する。新世界に入る下準備のためシャボンディ諸島へ向かう途中、一味はかつてイーストブルーで戦った魚人ハッチャンと再会。ハッチャンと和解した一味は彼の案内でシャボンディ諸島に上陸する。しかしそこでは天竜人と呼ばれる者たちが横暴な行為を繰り返していた。天竜人とは世界政府を作った王たちの末裔であり、もし逆らえばたちまち海軍大将が派遣されるという。そんな彼らとの間にいさかいを起こし、ハッチャンが撃たれる。それを目の当たりにしたルフィは激怒し、天竜人の一人を殴り飛ばしてしまう。この一大事件は瞬く間に海軍に伝わり、一味は完全に包囲される。絶体絶命の状況で一人の男が姿を現した。
その麦わら帽子は 精悍な男によく似合う。会いたかったぞ、モンキー D ルフィ。
Oh, they actually don't let us play as as any of the Straw Hats, so we get to play as either Trafalgar D. Waterlaw or Eustace Captain Kidd. Ooh. I think out of the two of them, I'm more interested to play as Kidd. And you can't really play as these characters until after this particular one, so I don't have any experience playing these guys. I know how they fight like, though. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time fixing and upgrading their stuff on their maps.
懸賞金額億超えのルーキー海賊たちが集結していた。大変なことになった。麦わらのルフィが天竜人をぶっ飛ばしたって。
船の出港準備は？
昨日すでに。
今すぐ船に向かう。大将なんぞに出てこられてたまるか。
出港準備だけしておけ。はい、直ちに。さて、誰が出てくるか。ホーキンス船長、落ち着け。今日俺の命日とは出ていない。天竜人を殴っただと？本気か？噂通りのイカれ具合だな、麦わらのルフィ。大将と今ぶつかるのはごめんだが、挨拶くらいはしてやろうじゃねえか。
面白いもんを見逃したようだ。麦わら屋か。顔を見に行くとしよ
う。Alright, rookies assembled. So like I've been ranting about before, how we don't see all of them minus like 2. There is another that we don't see called Uruj, but he is still playable in this game. He's one of the DLC characters. So first, I need to look at Kidd's map, just because, like I said, my first time using him. I already have his second map unlocked due to like me playing way too much. And I'm going to spend a lot of money on you. So yeah, this is very interesting. Just be spending a whole bunch of stuff upgrading, which like I said, I do off screen. Actually, maybe I'll cut this part. Oh, that. Oh, I want that move. Almost had that. Okay, now that we're done, we're at 91% for his first map, and I'm not even going to touch 3 yet, or his map 2 yet, just because I really don't need it. His skills are pretty good for right now. And now I need to set his, well, cluster, I want just funeral. Oh, so this is something interesting too. I didn't know he actually had Conqueror's Hockey. I wasn't sure because like they really don't go too deep into other supernovas and their hockey abilities yet. All I know is for sure that Luffy and Zoro have it. In the manga, Jinbei says something about another character having it, but in case you haven't read it yet, I'm gonna wait. But for those of you that do read, you know who I'm talking about. You read it, so question mark? Who knows? Do cheat death. I don't need that. I don't need that either. Critical attack is good. Oh, I kind of like Cat Burglar, but I need to have this one on because I like increasing my levels a lot faster.
予想より海軍の動きが早いな。
おい、ドレークや。手伝ってやろうか。
死の外科医、トラファルガー・ロー。俺に構う必要はない。
やれよ、釣れね
戦闘死亡率 0%。
迷惑な連中だ。おかげでこっちもただじゃ済まねえ。
カポネギャングベッジか。今俺たちに思想は見えない。ゴーマの層。
君の悪い能力だな。魔術師バジル・ホーキンス。野郎ども、やり合う準備はいいか。はい、マザー。奴らの負けだ。兵力差でな。
Alright, let's get started. So, Kid is a power type character just like Luffy. However, I'm not. He looks pretty fast so far. So, no major complaints. And defeat the Marine commanders and break through the siege of the Marines. So, make a circle.
ストローマンの出番はなさそうだな。
Start here. We're gonna have to go through all these sections anyway. He does have a special move that I want to get, but you're only able to really get it once you venture some more into the treasure logs. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the New World arc. These guys are freed up. How long does this last? And is there a limit to how... Well, obviously, there's probably going to be a limit to how big they can be. Oh, that's nice. This is really... okay, Kid's pretty cool. Kid's always been pretty cool. I have to say, probably, like, if I had to pick, like, my favorite character out of Supernova, it still wouldn't be Kid, but, you know, he would be up there. Because of all the ones we... What? Oh, that was the Conqueror's Hockey one that I used. Didn't realize that. Oh, there goes X-Ray. Oh, this is the new move I got called Funeral. So like I was saying before, favorite supernova. If I exclude the Straw Hats, that takes out Luffy and Zoro. But my favorite one to play in this game is X-Drake, like I mentioned a couple of videos ago. And in terms of like character-wise, I would say my come back here. My favorite character ability-wise. Ability-wise, it would probably be Beiji. Because of his ability to turn his whole body into basically a fortress and can hold like all of his men and stuff inside there and like make a mini him within it. That's really cool. That's amazing. I love how creative One Piece can get with its powers and how it doesn't just limit itself to its core concepts of like, you know, what's considered a power and the limits that it can impose on it and the creative ways that they try to utilize it to, you know, make it more useful than what you think it would be. But like, for instance, if we talk about powers and how they're useful, take Bluno back from CP9. His power is literally just to make doors, and the way he utilizes it to like move about the field quickly and accurately, surprise opponents, and then just, you know, move entire different makeshift things and area across the battlefield is like really unique and a good way to actually like fight, kind of like teleporting, but a little bit more differently. You would expect his power to be that just by the name of his ability called Door, I should say. I don't know why I said Door. I wonder if I can increase the range for his Conqueror's Haki so it's not as small as what I currently have. Also, I'm wondering if Luffy will be able to use that ability too, that particular skill I mean, because he also has it, but I don't recall seeing it in his map yet, or at least maybe I won't be able to see it in his map until we get further along in either this one, further along in this story for right now, or if we get it in his map too, probably after he gets his training from Hancock. Laws become advancing to the Outlaws' woods to search for Luffy. Oh yeah, because in this place, before they get separated, Law and Kid do meet up with Luffy, and they're kind of like the top three, the big three. No, I would say they're the top three supernovas, because out of the supernovas, these three have the highest bounties. Yeah, bless me. Ugh. No, definitely cutting that out. Anyway, as I was saying, out of Kid, Law, and Luffy, they have the three highest out of the supernovas, and in fact, at this point in time, Kid actually has the highest bounty of all the supernovas, just beating out Luffy by, I don't remember quite how much, I just know he's in front of Luffy's. Luffy's like the second one. Law's behind him, so Law got third place, unfortunately. Can I make this even bigger? Oh my god, my arms are huge, bro. Look how much I've been lifting. What are the chumps who think they can take my fudge? Take my Conqueror's Haki. Hakai! Yeah, I want to increase the range of that because it's kind of pitiful. Like, it's good, it takes out enemies, but I want the range to be better. I want Fishman Island level range when I use Conqueror's Haki. Christ, I can't even talk. When I use Conqueror's Haki. So, Law finally reached this area. I'm still taking out enemies because, you know, YOLO. Oh, no. You guys all go. To be fair, I wouldn't, well, it's not really fair to say Luffy is crazy. It's more like he just doesn't know better. And now we're fighting against Kuma question mark. This isn't really Kuma, it's ooh, actually, did I even bring that up? I said Kuma did make an appearance here in Sabi Archipelago, but this isn't him. This is a pacifista, which is a government humanoid weapon modeled after Kuma, one of the 7 warlords at the time, to use for my arms. They're gone. To use as kind of like one of like their main weapons against piracy, to like spread out across the world. Defeat Kuma, who's getting in the way of searching for Luffy. Use Funeral, and of course my techs are doing as big as damage as they do in my Straw Hat characters, just because I've been using those guys the most and have a lot of their stuff upgraded. Yeah, he's not fighting the way Kuma's supposed to, because this is the robot. And the robot does not have Kuma's abilities, which is the Pawpaw Fruit, which on the surface seems like it's teleportation, but realistically it is not. He is fleeing them across high speeds faster than the human eye can see. So when he did this and he separated all the Straw Hats, he literally just flung them to the far corners of the world away from each other. Oh, that was the last thing it looks like, but now I can't attack anymore. No, you didn't fight a warlord, unlike Luffy, who's fought 2 at this point. It's funny how these 2 are the first 2 to meet Luffy here, and then come like the New World arc, they're like the main 2 that team up with him. At least when it comes to actually like fighting against the Emperors of the Sea. We do end up teaming up with a bunch of different, well, not a bunch. Law and Beige are really the only 2 we really end up teaming with. Joel Ribani does meet Zoro here and kind of save him from doing the mistake that Luffy did. So he barely avoided having a bust, or having all this stuff started with him, but yeah, that's because Joel saved his, like, kind of helped him skate through that. But by doing this, we unlock Law, and I'm guessing Kid too, yep. So good, my upgrades didn't go to waste. I can now use them.